Hello, Anya G here, and we are in beautiful Art of Sauna in Vancouver, nearby Vancouver, and we have a special guest today, Mikhail. Why don't you introduce yourself?
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invitation. My name is Mikhail, and I'm the owner and lead therapist of Angel Hands Integrative. We brought my team over here a few weeks ago, and we had an amazing experience. And me and Anya decided to reconnect and find a way to collaborate between this center and our center.
Thank you. We are very happy to have you on the team. Let's talk about this topic because people are coming to sauna to relax and to switch off. Many people come here to lose weight, to deal with diabetes, blood pressure, and many other health issues. And we are here to help them reach their goal. What is the best approach to reach health goals in your opinion? And tell us a little bit what you do in your practice.
Sure. I've been a therapist for the last 15 years, and I started as a shiatsu therapist. And shiatsu therapy is a therapy that works with the body, but also the emotions and the mind too. We take into account everything. And what I've learned and experienced and understood over the last 15 years, that you cannot separate the mind from the body, or life from the body, the environment from the body. What happens to you is really a reflection in your body. So when people come to a sauna to work with their body, oftentimes it's helpful, but it's not always complete. When you do come to experience a sauna, it's really a great opportunity to give your body a break. And as you give your body a break, often what people discover after an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours, that their mind also settles. It creates a sense of space inside of us, space away from our thoughts, our environment, and our daily life. And there's also an opportunity in that space to discover more.
Mm-hmm. Mind-body term is very overrated. Everybody's using it, right? Everybody says, oh, we work with mind and body, but going into your mind is a very interesting and deep process. And because life is so hectic and we suffer from Russian people syndrome, we have hard time to connect to our bodies, right? And very often people come with pain, whether it's migraine, knee pain, or back pain, and they are looking for solutions that are superficial, maybe a pill, maybe a hot air in the sauna, but the solution may be somewhere completely else.
That's true. And what I've discovered over the last 15 years, and after a lot of research, is that a lot of us live in an epidemic right now, and it's called complex pain syndrome epidemic. So the medical community has finally recognized this epidemic and attached the term chronic pain was always there. So chronic pain means pain that is persistent, and for some reason it sticks, it doesn't go away. And it can show up in a knee pain or back pain, or sometimes in multiple areas. And then they attach the word complex to it. So we have complex chronic pain. And the reason they attach the word complex to it is because their methods to address chronic pain stop working. The only reason they attach complex to it is they really don't understand why this pain is not going away. And they finally started to recognize that possibly there's some emotions and emotional influence or psychological influence there too. On my own journey as a therapist, experiencing also chronic persistent pain in the past, once I took the time to really understand why my pain didn't go away, I discovered a lot. I say your issues are always in your tissues. And in a way you are like a memory stick. And we associate memory only with our minds. And if you delve into your memories, a lot of the time where the mind will take you is to some painful memories, or to memories that you might want to create that will bring you happiness, pleasure, and good memories. But people forget that this big structure that is attached to the mind, and I discovered that the body does store memory. Your issues can be in your tissues and can be creators of pain. Let me just simplify. Pain is a form of communication. Nothing more, nothing less. It's your body telling you through your nervous system that something is wrong. I'm fixing it. So pain is also healing. I'm fixing it, but I require your attention. Now, chronic pain is fixing it, I need your attention, and you're not quite listening. And complex chronic pain is, I've been trying to fix it, I haven't gotten your attention, so we're going to make it a little worse, a little more complicated.
So now you can't move because it hurts
you
so
can't
bad.
move, or you have by now an autoimmune disease, or diabetes, or irritable bowel syndromes, or migraines, or headaches, or eventually possibly cancer and heart attacks.
Complex situations. A very interesting thing here with us working with people is that healing is really a journey. And what we see very often is people who come to get pain relief or solution to any health problem, and they actually obtain it for a while, and then they go back to where they came from. Why is that?
First of all, when they do obtain that short-term solution, is what they've done is they've created some space. So when you are in a state of complex pain, oftentimes it feels like a prison. In that prison, one can torture themselves with memories and negative thought patterns. And often the world around the person that experiences complex pain can feel like it shrinks. The perception of reality can also shrink. And not only shrink, can be distorted. Because imagine you are sitting in a prison, you go in every day to torture yourself, and also the environment becomes a threat, and fear can be a vehicle to validate this threat. And you sit in there, you feel like your world is shrinking, and oftentimes that precipitates mental illness, like depression. It might initially start as anxiety, and then depression, and helplessness, and it can be quite debilitating. So it is a disease, and often it's passed around. And a lot of our pain can come from our family, from relationships, from work environments, childhood traumas. It can become complex because not one method works. So research has shown recently that for complexity you really need a team to work with to address the causation of the roots to your pain. And that's why I created the center. After being a solo therapist for many years, I realized that one person cannot be the solution, and to have a team to work with to address all the different aspects of you, because we are complex. We have many layers to us, from the psychology to our emotions to our biology to our anatomy, and you really need a team to be around pain.
Also, many people come to us and they ask which therapy is the best, which diet is the best, what should I do? And there is not really one answer to it, because healing is a journey, as we said, and sometimes we need many therapies, sometimes we need to try a few diets. We are all very individual, and the answer is integration, all the modalities of medicine and ways of eating, living, and finding the right one for you.
That's right. And oftentimes, what you have to take into consideration that when you do want to change your state, your health, and you're starting to recognize that your health is not just physical health, but mental, emotional, spiritual, but you have to know that in each of us, there's always a tendency to resist, a tendency to not change, and a tendency to self-sabotage.
Absolutely.
So knowing that, one has to surround themselves with a space and with a team to help them through the inevitable resistance and the self-sabotaging ways that we all have, and to push through, to persist. And eventually there's that state of space that some of us feel when we go to a sauna, when we exercise, where we get some space away from our state of pain. But it's not enough to just gain the space. You really have to break through. And when a person breaks through their own pain state, there's a lot of joy, a lot of healing that comes on many levels.
There is lots of self-discovery.
Yes.
So this is what we are bringing to you in this beautiful Vancouver area. We are integrating amazing therapists from one clinic to Art of Sauna. We are going to be providing educational, huge educational programs here, which we invite you. Going through this healing journey is actually very joyful.
Yes.
And we are in a very unique area because there is a huge diversity of many nationalities which are shaping who we are.
Yes.
Because the place of birth and the language and the culture and the system contribute to who we are today.
Yes.
And then we are finding ourselves in new environment that we need to adapt. That is quite a big journey itself that we help people go through as well. We cover vast variety of needs for all of you, whether you are overweight, anxious, suffer from diabetes, PTSD, trauma, or any other health conditions.
Yes, yes. Education is a big aspect because when we do create some space, we want to educate and be empowered and also feel like we have tools to deal with our environment that might elicit pain, our life condition, day to day. So oftentimes when we do give educational seminars, we like to give also tools for people to take back with them and to use right away. And oftentimes when a person feels that they're educated and they do have some tools, then when pain is triggered, and again when I talk about pain, it's not just physical pain, and they utilize some of those tools, they start to gain confidence. They start to feel strong. And once you experience one trigger, and I call them storms, and one storm and another storm, and you persevere because you have this toolkit and you have a support system, then you change, then you transform. Then the person feels empowered and confident. And oftentimes, when they get to that state of change and transformation, you might find your purpose. You might find your purpose, and oftentimes the purpose is to help somebody else, to make a difference.
Yep.
And that's what we see often.
That's really amazing. We are very happy to be working with you, and it's official. We will be putting the information on both of our websites about schedule of events that are upcoming. You can sign up, you can write to us any questions or topics that you would like to cover, and we are going to prepare all the information especially for you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming here and looking forward to our collaboration.
My pleasure and my honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you.